happening with you, big baby? Coming to you live from the spot in the shop. Today we're gonna be working on a 1969 Firebird. Hope you guys are enjoying this 69 Fire Chicken. I pinky swear, man, it feels so good to be working on my own car. I don't know how long it's been, but it's well overdue. The last thing I did as far as working on one of my cars is my 96 Impala, and all I did was put a damn tire on it, so that don't count. The problem that I have right now, and it's not even a problem, I have way too many projects that I'm trying to get done, and I kind of need to zone in and focus on one project. I can have my wagon. A lot of you guys keep asking about the wagon. Yes, I still have it. The wagon is in storage. I have so much projects, and where I'm trying to get in life, it's kind of like they're actually a problem. They're actually, in a way, they're slowing me down and distracting me a little bit. Like this bird, that fire that happened or whatever, it was unexpected. But everything happens for a reason. Where God put a period, you don't put a question mark. I always live by that. So basically, I'm going to rebuild this whole car, top to bottom. I'm basically going to be rebuilding this car, top to bottom, front to back, and I'm bringing you guys along to enjoy this ride or whatever, to help me out on this journey. This is basically going to be the first car that I really 100% restore. It's going to be unfortunate because I'm not going to sell it. I'm going to keep it and rock, and basically, rock out with it. So you guys know what I'm trying to get into. That's basically doing auto restorations, building them, selling them. This is June 2022. So by next year, whatever, honestly, hopefully by this year, it's not going to be a full restore, but I'm going to buy a car. The cars that I'm looking at is Novas, Chevelles. I wouldn't mind building a dunk, but they're, them dunks are getting very expensive. If I build any G-bodies, I know you guys love the G-bodies or whatever, but if I build any G-body, it's going to be a T-type. I wouldn't really build no other kind of G-body. I mean, if it's for sale, yeah, I will build it, but I'm trying to stay away from building G-bodies because I want to get top dollar for these cars, and I don't see me getting 50, 60K for a G-body or whatever. I mean, some people do pay it, but I'm trying to stick to the older cars. You don't have to deal with smog and all that. So I have the front end torn apart. I tore it down. I got the inside completely done. Eddie's built multiple cars, and he's seen multiple cars. So I'll probably post a couple pictures up in here of the Impala that he built. He had the rear skins replaced. He had the rear quarter panel replaced. He restored a couple of them. He was giving me some great tips on it. He was saying that he would not replace the rear quarter panel. He'd just have them tap it out, heat it up, put some mud on it, and have it to where it's the original fender, the original quarter panel working. So I might take his advice. I'm still up in the air by media blasting it just to get that smell out, but I'm just kind of scared that it's gonna tear this car all the way up and might make it to where I'm going to go buy a damn brand new shell at this point. So that's still in the air. I want to leave the patina look for a while and rock it, whatever, but I really think that I'm going to just send it to the body shop, get the body straighten, get the dents knocked out, get the dings knocked out, and from there bring it back and start assembling. Like basically no paint, just get it primered and ready to go. Get the rear bumper tucked. If you guys don't know what that is, basically the rear bumper is going to be flush with like the body of the car. It gives it a nice, I'm not gonna say modern, but it basically is going to give the car a cleaner look. And from there, you guys already know I was sponsored by Auden. Please forgive my hair. I was sponsored by Auden American Suspension, so I already have the front coilovers. They're also going to sponsor me with the rear coilovers, and I just need lower control arms. I need the sway bars. I need the subframe connectors just to kind of strengthen the body up a little bit. And I mean, that's pretty much it. I'm going to be doing a big brake conversion on there, replacing the brake lines from the rear to the front. One of my subscribers hit me up and said that he might have some parts for me. So we're going to see, I'm going to see what him talk about. I'm trying to reach out and look at his name. His name is Phil Gomez. So he said he had like all the parts that I need. He basically had. He said he's looking for an engine, so I might hit him up. I don't have an engine, but I got a couple monies, a couple dollars that I'll probably be able to swing to him. So we'll see what happens on that. But I don't want to talk so much. If you haven't done so already, please like, subscribe, show love. Hit the thumbs down on if your ugly ass is a bum. And this is basically do a walk around and get into the video. This video right here is going to just talk about not doing too much work aside from taking everything out of the trunk. I don't even know what's in there besides the gas tank and some other stuff. But everybody be asking for part numbers or whatever. I don't have time. It takes me too long to screenshot a part number or edit it or look it up and do it. The same way I look it up, you can look it up. I'll just tell you the company and you can figure it out from there. The name of the company is going to be called DSC, Detroit Speed Engineering. They sell this plate. It's about $100. I don't do body work at all, but for this, I am going to do it myself. I'm going to put the plate to smoothen out this firewall, but it's going to keep the original body line here. A lot of people have mixed views on that. A lot of people flush it out all the way here, which I do believe is cleaner, but the problem is if you don't have the right person doing the body work on it, the lines here or the body lines, it begins to crack here. And obviously you have your engine and transmission there. You don't want to take this off multiple times. So I'm going to play it safe and have it to where the body line, the original body line remains. My buddy Jeff Wheeler out there in Las Vegas has a 68 Camaro. I'll post a picture somewhere right here. You can see his. It looks super cool. I'm going to be running vintage air. So with the vintage air kit, all this stuff is going to basically come out. This was the original, AC heat car, not that it matters. So I'm going to take all this stuff out. Vintage air is going to come with all that stuff. So all the new stuff that I need comes with a template. I'm just going to have to drill the holes out. And as far as you guys already know, new windows, front and rear, sides. The roll-up window is going to have to get replaced. The only thing that was surprisingly untouched in the whole car was the console, which is freaking amazing. I can't believe that, man. The console looks, it's untouched. Like literally, it's untouched. As far as the floor goes, this side of the floor is in pretty good condition, no issues. That side on the floor already had some rusting issues going on, as you can see right there at the bottom. Everything back here is pretty much, I vacuumed out as much as I can, but overnight, I think that's Eddie. That was not Eddie. So I basically want to get all this stuff cleaned up and taken care of. This camera is picking up some amazing quality. I probably can even, speaking of this camera, doing good today. Put new roll-up windows in here. This window shattered. That window over there is still good, but it's smoked out, not in a good way. It's tinted, so all those are going to come out. It don't really smell like smoke in here too much, but the problem is I still have a lot of plastic trim in here, so I think the smoke smell is coming from all the plastic, all the panels up top, the sun visors. Come on, camera, I was giving you a compliment. There you go. The sun visors, all that smells so bad. It doesn't smell bad, but you know where it's coming from. It's coming from all the plastic stuff that's on the inside of here. So all this stuff here is going to be removed, replaced. The drippy dash, all that's going to be replaced. I want to keep the key with the ignition just because it's a burnt key. I think it looks pretty dope. And the console, I'm still in the air. I want to convert this car to a 6-speed, but for the time being, most likely I'm just going to do lightning rods. If you guys don't know what those are, I'll probably leave a picture somewhere right here as well. It's basically like the hearse. The old hearse. You have, look at the picture, basically you'll know exactly what it is. You can manually shift the car, or you can put it in standard and then it can drive regular, which is pretty cool. Just something to deal with, 6 gears. I think it'd be fun. I was going to delete the drip rails, but I actually think I'm going to keep the drip rails. I might make them a little bit more flush with the car. I'm not sure on that. Replace a whole lot of stuff. And if you're looking at the body of the car, it's It's not too bad, honestly. It's not too bad. So it's a little wavy. Heat it up, tap it out, suction cup, pull it out, whatever the heck they got to do with it. I'm going to buy a new trunk lid because they freaking cut here. Also cut on the other side. Has the same damage from the saw. And all the plastic trim, I'm not going to tell you guys what color I'm going with on this thing, but all the plastic trim is going to be powder coated black. So here, somehow get the drip rails painted. All these are going to be painted as well. I hate the way that this comes all the way across, so I might have this cut. I know original is whatever, but I'm gonna freak it the way I want to. I'm gonna cut it here, have it basically smoothing out, and this car is not gonna see a bit of rain, or I know I'm not gonna drive it in the rain. I could keep the windshield wipers. I don't know, man. I'm kind of undecided, but if I do, it's gonna be a lot more modern. They have like a Nissan windshield wiper mod that you can do. So it's like the motor and all that stuff. I might do that. It's a little bit smaller. It's a little bit cleaner, better for clearance. It's a lot of things that you can do with these older cars to make them a little bit more modern. So I don't know if I'm gonna keep it, but I do want that firewall clean. So whatever I have to do to get the firewall looking clean, that's what I'm going to do. Forgive me, like I said, in this video is not going to be too much editing. It's going to be a straight, unraw, uncut video. I personally enjoy them more because it's less work I got to do when I'm editing. But with that being said, here's a little bit of rust. That fire did do some good damage as far as bringing out some imperfections that I need to take care of. So I'm not really tripping on that. All that stuff is going to be replaced. The company that I'm going to buy most of my stuff from, I think is going to be Classic Industry and OPGI. They sell pretty much all the parts that you need to replace all these older vehicles. The trunk, I don't want to take it off yet, but I am going to open it up. Don't forget, you guys, don't forget. Guess what's under the tarp? Oh, damn. Guess what's under the tarp? And guess what's under the tarp? Nobody left it in the comments yet, man. As far as these bumpers, we're going to smoothen them things out. I'm actually going to swap out this tire, put the original tire back on there, put some air in it, get this thing rolling better. Eddie, where you at, man? Where you at, man? We need to get this transmission finished, my brother. Get this Chevelle to the shop today. It's going to be new wiring. Y'all see that? Let's see, brighten this thing up. It's going to be new wiring. All this stuff here is going to be replaced. I'm going to put a Willwood booster in there. Willwood Master. I'm going to do a Corvette. I don't even know if I'm going to go Willwood, honestly. I want to do this thing on a budget, have it nice as possible. But, I mean, I don't see Willwood breaking better than anything else. So, I mean, over OEM is what I'm saying. So, it just depends. I'm not going to go with a Willwood brake setup. I'm going to be going with more so like a GM setup. So, like I'm thinking 4th gen Camaro or 5th gen Camaro. I'd rather go with the 5th gen Camaro, but that's going to require me to run at least a 19-inch wheel, which I plan on doing anyway. But I want to go, I'll tell you guys what wheels I want to go with. I want to go with the RTS well wheels. They're going to cost me about $4 grand, just the rims itself, not including the tires. So I'll probably be like $5,500 to wheels. A lot of you guys going to be like, oh, buy some Ruchis, buy some Coochies, buy some Fords and 4Gs and all this. I mean, they cool. Different strokes for different folks, I suppose, but I don't want none of that stuff. I want mine to look the way I want it to look. So the only problem is the RTS well wheels. I've been looking at these wheels for about 5 years now, man. Probably a little bit longer than that, probably like 7 years. 'Cause I wanted them for my 02 Camaro. They make them in an 18 and then they make them in a 20. So if I run a 5th gen brake setup, I'm going to run into some issues with that because I want 19s. But I mean, I'll settle for 17s, but I'm going to have to run a 4th gen brakes like I was telling you guys. So all the brake lines are going to be brand new, copper front to back. And this car has original power steering. These power steering things right here, I'm telling you guys, on these old cars, everything is freaking super expensive. For the quick turn setup, it's like $850. This setup right here, when you look it up online, it's probably like 350, 400. So I might just take that off, take it off, powder coat it, clean it up, make it look good. The quick turn will be nice for autocross because I do plan on autocrossing this car. But none of that won't be happening to its manual shift. So all this stuff here will be replaced, cleaned up. I mean, that's pretty much it. Here's the original wheel that got burnt off and burnt up. It was originally orange, reddish color, whatever you want to call it. Those are 14s. I'm gonna take that tire off, go put another tire on so I get this thing running. In the fronts, I've actually had some G-body tires on there, so it works, whatever. I already said take off the panels, all that stuff. Start doing that soon. Rip out the interior dash. Basically, I'm gonna pull out the dash. I'm gonna do all that off camera most likely. Pull out the dash. The only thing that's gonna be left in here is that steering wheel for the time being so I can turn. And we might even drop this thing off at the body shop. And I'm gonna set up a camera so I can get this open. More glasses just appearing from everywhere. I'm gonna set up the camera, get this trunk open and see what we got. So instead of me actually playing around with the trunk, the bottom piece, I just want to actually just take it off and cover it up later with a tarp. I'm just gonna bend the trunk, pull the top lid back, and basically work it from there. I'm basically I have a gas tank in here. I have a busted tire in here, some fuel parts in here. If you haven't done so already, y'all, it's free, man. It's free. Like, subscribe, and show love, man. Got a starter over there. Got a busted tire. That was the original rim as well. It busted tire. That's all the wire that you see. I have my tail light bezels in here that blew out. Look at that. The fire chicken. Get all that stuff replaced. Honestly, I don't even think I'm gonna have to get that stuff replaced because when they do the tucking the fenders, tucking the bumpers, it's gonna cover the chicken up anyway. So I'm gonna have to relocate that some way, somehow. And that's pretty much it. Get all this stuff out, vacuum it, and get the dash out. Like I said, follow me on TikTok if you guys want to see the preview of what y'all want to see. TikTok always sees it first, man. My TikTok is growing. I finally got over 1,000 likes. I appreciate it. We just hit over 600 followers. So I appreciate you guys, each and every one of you guys that's following me. If you're not following me, follow me on that. I'm going to try to put everything in one video, but it's going to be probably a 30-minute video, which I'm sure some of you guys don't mind. Get everything out of the trunk and get everything off the dash. But Eddie should be pulling up any second, so I'm about to snatch this other transmission out, put the AN fittings on, and get busy. Ooh-wee, baby. Ooh-wee.